What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with another Tales of the Rays video. So, we have the 71st producer's letter here, which is going to go over the updates that are going to be coming to the game or stuff that they're working on, as well as the order, kind of this time, of when everything's going to be dropping. They did kind of put it in here in a confusing way. They didn't specifically be like, this is happening first, this is happening second, this is happening third, so I will explain how things are going to kind of go, but let's just go into everything. So I hope you enjoyed the Rays it's kind of funny they're saying GW because Golden Week, Guilty Gear Week. That's actually very funny. The the GW has ended, but the Guilty Gear collaboration event second, we are open, and it's basically saying it's going to be around until the 15th. So we have 6 more days of the collab. Topic of Bridget, Kai, who had a lot of requests to participate last time. Once again, thanks to the cooperation of the Guilty Gear development team, basically they brought it back with the specifications of Rays, so I hope you enjoy it. Okay, you're going to tell us about the following regarding future improvements to Recollection and about Spirit Attire. Spirit Attire obviously being Spirit Gears. So, and then, of course, the May delivery schedule, but first talk about the updates. So June to July, Recollection repair and adjustments. So they're going to make changes to the Recollection mode. I guess there's been some issues. I've been playing it here and there. I haven't been using like all my stamina every day just because after a while it doesn't feel like I'm really boosting my team's power in that mode much. Like nothing's really, happening too much. I do switch around the characters because obviously the character who's first in your party, the character you're controlling, is the one who gets the buffs after each stage you clear. So you have to switch characters around quite a bit. And then during 2023, so they just say sometime this year, renovation of Spirit outfit under consideration. So obviously it's been a while since we got our last Spirit Gear batch, so I guess they're deciding how they kind of want to move forward with that. But let's read what they have to say. It's been about a month since Recollection release. While receiving various opinions from you all based on play data, we can both see the good points and the bad points. In the future, Recollection will consider them and then make adjustments little by little. So like any other game mode. I would like to make it easier to play. Many aspects are still under consideration. First of all, we plan to make major adjustments around June or July. Since it includes things under consideration, it will be rough content. Let's talk about the big picture. Okay. Improve usability of Origin Magic Mirror and Zero Shift. Origin Magic Mirror makes it easier to earn scores in Recollection, but is currently difficult to use, especially because it's difficult to get involved in the success or failure of the quest. I think what they're trying to say is that it takes a while for your mirror jar to like pop up because you don't fill up a gauge like you do in a normal quest. It just pops up after a certain point. So I guess people are finding it hard to do these stages when that happens. Also, zero shifting is activated with zero rarity equipment, has severe conditions. Yeah, so to get the zero shift, you have to do a lot of jumping through hoops to happen. I think there is that part of the difficult to use. We are currently considering the possibility of activating with some sort of relaxation of activation, basically easier conditions. We plan to make adjustments based on the performance of when the two conditions are met when triggered under easier conditions. Also, by using it together with Origin Magic Mirror, it will be easier to use. They want it to make it easier for people. Not even easier, just more fair. Because when I say easier, people will be like, oh, they're catering to people who aren't like good at the game. But that's not it at all. They just have ridiculous requirements. So it's making it so people can actually attain it while they're running through a stage. Because these stages aren't that long. You're doing a Recollection stage for maybe like 3 or 4 minutes max. So if you're not able to use these things in those 3 or 4 minutes, I mean, what's the point? Specifically, it gives the effect of an abnormal status to Origin Magic Mirror. Also, the occurrence is a probability. Yeah, it just happens by chance. Adjust so status ailments will occur even with zero techniques. The condition for zero shift in the Origin Magic Mirror of the character can be filled with rarity 0 and creates a synergy that uses Origin Magic Mirror 0. Okay, so just explaining about that. Origin Magic Mirror technique in a future update, so they're going to work on that. Increases knockback time of enemies. The additional knockback when inflicting status ailments. Okay. Origin Magic Mirror can be used in situations other than recollection in order to improve usability by possessing it. So having the mirror chart, we are planning to add a specification allow you to use items. Okay. As a result, the width of the battle spreads even in the normal raise mode. Okay. So they are planning to add items. Instead of battle items, please, I am imploring them to please add a stamina refill item. Every other Tales gacha besides Raise has had stamina refills. Raise is the only game where you have to use your own summon currency to refill your stamina. I would love if they just add gels at some point. Put them in every event shop, put a limited amount or whatever. Put like 10 stamina refill, 5 to 10 stamina refills that we can exchange for per event. People can stock them up and save them for the events they really want to farm out. I hate having to use like a multi's worth of, it's not a multi's worth, it's probably like I'm tired of using half a multi's worth of diamonds just to get to 3 million points during a raid. So that's what I really want when it comes to this. I hate how it keeps showing me like text when I like scroll over something. Obviously because I'm using Google Translate for this. Items in battle are based on the concept of Origin Magic Mirror's original feature. Okay. Obviously what I'm talking about with the stamina gels has nothing to do with this. Okay, they're going to be revising on the lottery method for the bonus after clearing. That's talking about like what bonuses can get added to your weapons. Okay. What else do we have? About the updated series of recollections regarding the works and collaboration characters that are not in Group A to D. Once the update of successive lore of Groups A to D... Okay, so they're saying once all these games down here are done, like the mainline games from Fantasia to Arise, then they'll probably start working on like other games. And when they say collaboration, they're not talking about like collab. They're talking about, maybe like Asteria characters or, Crestoria, Link, Tales of the World, like all that stuff. A&D on a monthly basis. Okay. So yeah, they're basically just explaining that. Excuse me. I'm planning on making some other minor adjustments. First of all, we like to respond. Okay, so they're basically, this is their main focus right now. Got it. Next, let's talk about Spirit attire. I apologize for the misleading way of communicating during the live broadcast, but let me follow. In conclusion, the Spirit outfit will never go away. However, God, I really just have a cough right now. However, with the current specifications, all characters, there is a reality it is difficult to implement spirit clothing, and characters that have not been equipped with spirit clothing, the handicap is that you cannot use spirit equipment related to... Okay, so they're basically saying characters that don't have a spirit gear are more handicapped than characters that do, because the characters that do have that extra gauge that can be filled up, and they can use it in the stage. And just naturally, characters with a spirit gear are stronger because you're adding another mirror chart onto the character. I'm sure you'll notice if you're a longtime player who farms everything, does every event and everything else, most of your top level characters have spirit gears. And that's not a coincidence. It's obviously because it adds stats. Let's see. I think there's a problem that needs to be resolved urgently because solving the former problem takes a lot of time. Okay. The frequency may decrease, but we will hold Spirit Dress event itself. So how do we solve it? Give me a little more time. Okay, so they don't know how they're going to solve it yet, but they just want to assure you that Spirit Gears are not done. There's still going to be more Spirit Gears. It's just they're taking a break from it right now until they figure out a better way to kind of handle it. So very, very cool there. So now let's go over the schedule. So obviously we have the Legendia Final Magic Mirror event. That's going to be in the middle of May. So that is not the next event. Recollection Update Group B. Serios entry with Colette, Lloyd, and Kratos Origin Magic Mirror. And then, of course, the wedding event will be at the end of the month. Now, here's what I want to talk about. They don't have it in order here, which is weird. They usually do. But if you go over to their official Twitter, you can see they already posted the artwork for Sarios. And Sarios is obviously going to be on the same banner as, you can see it right here. It says they're all together. So that means literally, and from what I saw in the news, the new Recollection story stuff is dropping tonight. So on the 10th. So roughly, like 7 hours after I'm uploading this video is when the Symphonia banner with Sarios on it should be dropping. And then, of course, the new story parts. So if you are wanting to summon on this, which I am one of those people, it's going to be dropping tonight. Which is unfortunate because I just finished summoning for the Guilty Gear stuff. So I only have like 2 or 3 multis worth of diamonds to summon on this. But hopefully I can at least pull Lloyd's painlessly, I'm hoping. But yeah, so... excuse me, I really don't know what's going on. I was fine until a minute ago. But... yeah, so Sarios, Lloyd, Colette, and Kratos with the new Recollection mode. Not new Recollection mode, new Recollection stages, story, whatever you want to call it, is dropping tonight. Then they did post in game. I think it's the 19th. The Legendia event is going to start, so that'll be then. And then the 31st, of course, the final day of the month, will be the wedding event, and that'll go into June. So very, very cool there. It may be a little early, but next month is the 15th anniversary of Tales Fest. I touched on it a little during the broadcast, but Ix and Melina are finally joining the battle, meaning they're going to be there at Tales Fest. A dream came true after 7 years, and in the year of the 15th anniversary of Tales Fest, I think this is a result of everyone's support over the years. I really can't thank you enough. Apologize for the shortcomings of Recollection. As I mentioned before, there are many points. Yeah, so they're still going to work on it. We'll make repairs and adjustments as soon as possible. But yeah, they're basically going to let us know when these changes are going to happen. So, pretty exciting stuff. Not a ton kind of going on here. But, of course, we just did have a major collab. And then, of course, we do need to keep in mind, and I'll probably mention this every single update video, early July is most likely going to be our yearly Crestoria event. So if you are someone who's going to want to summon for seasonals or some kind of Mirage Art for Kanata and Mizella, and then of course 2 more Crestoria characters, that's probably going to be happening either end of June, early July, just how they kind of spread stuff out. So do keep that in mind if you're planning on summoning on anything this month. As for me, I'll be summoning on this banner and this banner only. I would love to have Sentinel's ending Mirage Art. I think it has the best Mirage artwork in the game, but this is going to be my main focus, and then after that, I'll be waiting to see what's going to be coming next month. But who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky with some free summons from tickets and stuff and get something from these 2. But that's going to be it, guys. Let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know what you're most excited for. Don't forget to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.